time is it?
It's TMNT time!
What's up, guys? It's the real Payne coming to you with the final TMNT SH Figuarts figure review. Mikey has finally arrived, dudes. Man, I'm so stoked. This is like I said in previous videos, this is my favorite, this is my childhood favorite. I mean, it's always hard to decide, Leo or Mikey. Those two are definitely up there for me. And I can't wait to finally get my hands on Mikey, but I've already reviewed the other three guys, so I don't really expect that much different stuff, but let's not think, let's look. Cowabunga! There we go. Finally, I have the complete set of the turtles, and I'm gonna have a little overlook of all four of them together at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But first of all, size of the Mikey, he stands at about 14.5 centimeters to the top of his head, which means he's a little shy of 6 inches, I would say 5'8". Of course, we got the same basic body and everything, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they're turtles, they all look the same, they all look accurate, and that's the thing with this line. It's just like, accurate, it's like you fucking pulled them out of the show, pulled them out of the TV, and made some plastic figure out of it, and it looks amazing. Now, as usual, I'm going to have a look at the detail going on. There's obviously not that much detail to speak of. There's a little bit of a tiny bit of a paint issue if you zoom in. So far, the camera goes like, nope. But yeah, overall the look of it is perfect. You got the nice little plasticky brown belt with the replaceable piece. You have the shell. All looks very clean. There's no battle damage or whatnot. This is not like a darker version. This is the cartoon version. Got the metallic on the logo on the belt. All the articulation going down there in the die-cast feet and lower leg part. The calf. That's all the figure really has to offer in terms of look. And I'm saying that like, oh, that's it. Of course, that's amazing. But let's have a look at the articulation real quick. First of all, the head rotates around. It goes left and right. Goes back and forth. Gets blocked by the shell a little bit. Well, actually, it doesn't even make it that far. And then you have some movement in the neck itself. Yeah, there you go. It was kind of stiff. So you get some more out of that. Then the bandana piece falls off, which is not rounded, so you can't turn that around. It's just in a static position. Can't move that around, can't move that up and down, and there's no other piece for that. But that's alright, whatever. Then we have at the shoulders, you got like the butterfly joint, so you can bring it forward and back. Kind of stiff, let's see if it, yeah, that side is better. It's kind of stiff on the other side, I have to loosen it up a little bit. But you can bring it back and forth, goes around, you can see the ball joint in there. So you can bring it up like that, thanks to the hinge, and bring it also down. And even like, again, with the overall joint going in there, the butterfly joint and everything that's rotating, you get some much more out of that. Then we have bicep swivel over here, rotates around. Then we have double hinged elbow with the nicely placed elbow pad so it doesn't get in the way and it doesn't look wonky. It's kind of, as you can see, it's kind of floaty a little bit, but it still stays in place. Same thing over here with the wristband. That's actually the other ones I thought were moving around, but this one's not really. Anyhow, I mean, you have all the space you need to really get some decent motion out of it. Rotates around, goes back and forth, and all of that jazz. And then the abs, let me see. You have the piece that rotates down there, so you can move that around back and forth a little bit, and side to side. And it also rotates. This is soft plastic. The yellow shell part is all soft plastic, so that will bend to your will and your articulation. So that's fine, you can bring that forward. And the legs, move out to the side, you have this big joint over here covering everything that's not pretty. Rotates around all the way, well, almost all the way. It gets kind of blocked, well, it does go too. Oh, there we go, there he goes. Then you can bring it forward, you can bring it back, as it can kind of, it's also one of the things, can you kind of pull it out? No, not really. But it still gets the job done, basically is what I'm saying. Double hinged knee, same thing, looks great, just like the elbow. Looks, I mean, great. It's in a scale of 1 to 10, when I look at SH Figuarts knees, this is probably one of the best, so And at the foot we have the same thing. You kind of have the floaty piece down there, which moves around. It's not super great because it's not really going down. So still have a bit of a gap there, but it depends if you move it back. If you move it just into position, it kind of goes down. It's just kind of weird, that piece in there. It's floaty, and you can hear it's floaty, but it's not really aligning itself as well as it should. But anyway, so you have an ankle rocker, goes side to side, goes forward, goes back, and you have a toe hinge. And there's the articulation. Now let's get over to the accessories. And boy, is it just me or did they really think of everything? First of all, you have a different face, kind of like a more smirky, haha, funny face, like that. Really fitting of the character. Then you have hands, you have two gripping hands, holding hands, whatever, which are kind of closed, more narrowed. And then you have some more open ones. Does the same thing. It's holding stuff, but it's kind of more open. It's probably for the pizza. I mean, he doesn't come with a pizza, but who had the pizza again? Donnie? I think Donnie had the pizza. Donnie had the pizza and no machines. What? And you have no pizza on Mikey. But you have other things to compensate for that. Then you have the open hands, kind of like for posing. And you have nunchucks. You have posing nunchucks. And I say that once more because you got ones with real chain. You have these, which are amazing. Always happy to see real chain nunchucks. And if you don't want your nunchucks just hanging around, you can use these. That's why they especially made them angle and stuff, so you can have some cool pose of that. And I appreciate that. That is very cool. You have the belt piece, which you can replace. Actually, this time around, I think they aligned the color properly. Well, still a little bit off. But it's barely noticeable. I mean, I look at it under the light and I see it's off. But when I didn't have it on the light, I thought like it was good. But still, the color is a little tiny bit off. I mean, you can see it's almost there. And I think they made that better than the other ones, especially the on Raft. They kind of effed that up. But yeah, finally you have the hook shot. Well, is that what do you call it again? I want to say hook shot, but it's probably not a hook shot. And you can actually move that around. That's articulated. Those are on hinges. You can move those around. Nicely detailed with the turtle logo, and it has real rope with that on the back. Once again, I don't know what to call that. But yeah, funny thing, this actually became Mikey's weapon in the European show. Well, not the European show, but in the later seasons, because of UK being like, oh, we can't have ninjas, so we can't have ninja weapons, but we can't have this. That's fine. If kids play with that, that's fine. If you impale your friend on this and drag him down, I don't want to get into that. But yeah, that's it. And there we got the nice picture of the entire family, starting off with Leo, Raph, now finally Mikey. By the way, he does hold his weapons fine in both hands. You got kind of like the closed fist over up there, and you got the more open one. He both holds his nunchucks in either of them, so that's fine. And you got Donnie, and my tripod is kind of not loosened up, so I'm sorry for the stuttering movement. Man, I suck. But yeah, this is gonna do it with the SH Figuarts Turtles. There is a shredder though, not out for pre-order yet, so fingers crossed they don't. Well, I don't even want to say it. The shredder is coming, alright? The shredder is coming. The shredder is coming. There's not gonna be any shenanigans like with all the other shredders. He's coming, right? Alright, enough. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And by the way, before I end it, I promised at the beginning when I started off with Leo and Donnie that we were gonna have more. I was gonna have actually a comparison of these guys with all the other NECA Shredder and NECA Turtles, you know, kind of get an overall idea of scale if you like want to set this up next to your NECA Turtles or your NECA Shredder or whatnot. If it's alright, if it works, basically, is what I'm trying to say, is what I'm trying to get at. So stay tuned for that. That's coming in the near future, and hopefully also the Shredder is coming in the near future. And there's Donnie's bow staff. Get that out of here. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, as usual, guys. I appreciate it. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like, and maybe subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Mikey wants. Cowabunga!